Hello, dear ones, spiritual ones, enlightened ones, my favorite enchanted ones. Hello, my lovely brothers and sisters. I hope you are enjoying your Monday. You're where I am. Some of you may be in Tuesday already, but I hope you had a wonderful weekend and the start of this beautiful, beautiful week that we're experiencing here where I live. I hope the same with you. I hope you're also feeling very blessed and knowing how blessed you are and how wonderful that you are. So I'm coming live to you now. To last week we did, I think it was Friday night, where I let you pick your own card, whatever card that you're drawn to go ahead and pick. And we're going to do the same thing now. I placed 8 cards here on the table, and from 4 different decks. So there's 2 cards from each deck, and I'm going to give you a chance to look them over, and then of course select the card that you're drawn to. Now, of course, you can pick more than one card because there's no rules, strict rules to this. It's about energy and how you feel. You know what you're drawn to, what messages the angels have for you. Did you see Rambo? Yes. Hello, John. Thank you for. You're welcome, John. Thank you for the love. Saying hi. Hi, Rosina. Hi, Jamie. Hello. I am wonderful today. I hope you all are wonderful as well. And joining me, it's a beautiful, beautiful day. I got my door open, windows are open, and it's just gorgeous, wonderful spring day that we've been blessed with and that we're so deserving of. But I'm gonna go ahead now. I probably won't see your comments. Oh, you walk behind me. He's a lover. He's been a true lover boy. He's like been so attached to me. And I was just setting up. He was on me, trying to climb up on me. But he's been wanting a lot of attention from me lately, and I'm trying to give him as much as I can. But anyway, so I'm going to lower the camera so you can take a look at the cards and select whichever cards that are drawn to you. Like I said, there's no right or wrong. There's no rules. You can pick more than one card. I did call on the angels and archangels and guide ascendant masters to be with me and to select the right cards for your reading. So I'm going to go ahead and lower the camera, and you go ahead and take a look, okay? So here we go. Okay. Can you see them? So you have 8 cards here. This would be card number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So whatever cards you're drawn to, just go ahead and pick. Some of the cards flipped over, and I did see them, but the other cards didn't flip over as I was shuffling them, so I didn't see what they are. But go ahead and take a good look. I'll give you a minute to look them over and see whatever cards that are drawn to you. You go ahead and pick. Like I said, it could be more than one card. It doesn't matter. It's about energy. It's about feelings. It's about connecting to source. There's no rules for that. It's about love. It's about light. So just go ahead and do that. There's no wrong way to do that. Just the cards have a wonderful, wonderful message for you. So if you're ready, of course, anybody who's going to come in after we do this, they can start either watch from the beginning. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up number 1 here. And it's the 7 of Michael. Okay, can you see it? And it says, there is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. Okay, so if there's something that you're looking forward to going through here, there is here we have Michael. He's amazing. He's watching this young person here, and you can see he could take this road, or he can go up the steps here. He has choices here, and the same thing. We all have choices in where we want to go, and sometimes we're like, oh, I don't know which way to go. The best thing I can tell you to do is to really tap into your intuition. Ask Archangel Michael, your angels, to go ahead and help you with this, because there's a better course for you to take. And of course, we see this course here with the steps. It's dark up there. And over here, we have sunlight on this road. So there is a better course of action to take. Don't always jump to jump to the first thing that happens to you, the first thing that comes to you. Take time to be in a quiet place. Working alone may not be the best answer, but being in a quiet place and then reviewing all the details and talking to people, asking people what they think, where it should go. And of course, working alone also means do not work alone without your angels or without divine help that's going to guide you. Okay, so go ahead and take time. There's a better course of action to take. So card number 2 here, let's see what this one is. It's the Union of Hearts. It's these 2 beautiful trees. They're grounded in their love, and they're holding on to each other tightly. And there's just birds and flowers are all connected to them, because everything grows when we're talking about love and connecting to love. And it says there is a connection of love that defies explanation. All right, so if you're looking to connect with someone, or if you're wondering about a connection or relationship that you have with someone, this is the union of 2 hearts. There is a connection of love that defies explanation. So go ahead and know this, help let it grow, stay rooted in the situation, stay connected, don't worry, fear, or doubt. And of course, I always recommend, if there's something you want to know, ask, talk about it, find out what people are thinking, what they're doing. Be fearless to go ahead and do this, because maybe they're holding back the same as you're holding back, and you both are feeling exactly the same way, and you're had this fear of what the other person's going to think or what's going to happen. So it's always good to go ahead and talk about things and situations. I know, I tell you all of those who know, with Tilly and me, we've been together for over 1.5 years and we haven't had one argument. If there's something comes up, we just say, hey, let's talk about this. Let's figure this out. And we do, and it really, really absolutely works. So, okay, so the 3rd card here says, the God box. The God box. Those of you who been following me for a while, you know about the God box. And so we have this, but let me read this to you, and so you know what it is. It says, write any worries, concerns, or desires on a piece of paper that you put in a special container called the God box, as a way of letting go and allowing the divine to help you. So you get any container box, whatever that you want. Roundball wants to come up. And put down any of your concerns or wishes or desires, and it's a way of surrendering or giving it to God. And then don't worry about it after you do that. We have this angel here in this picture, and she's holding up a little ball or something. So she's surrendering to God, and then God comes down as the dove and answers her wishes, her prayers, grants her solutions to her worries and her fears. And of course, it could be he or she. But go ahead and do this. Some of you that are worried or very concerned about things and don't know how to do it, and you probably, sometimes people can't just do it by thinking it or saying it. They have to physically do something. And this is a perfect way to go ahead and do that with your God box. I see things scrolling up, but I can't see what the messages are. But thank you all for popping in and joining me. If you're just coming in, we're ready to pull the 4th card. You may want to wait until I'm done and then start from the beginning so you can select the right cards for you. I got Roundball up here in the chair trying to get to me. But here's the 4th card. Oh, great. It says rising above. And the card reads, and he's over here, I see only beauty and grace. So anything that you all might be going through, you're going to rise above it. You want to stay connected to the final desired outcome that you want. No matter what you're going through, you want to focus and put your intention to the final outcome that you absolutely desire. And you're going to get there. I see only beauty and grace in my life. This is nothing. This is supposed to happen to reconnect. He's trying to climb up on me. to reconnect, stay connected to the divine source of power and only focus on what's going on. Sometimes things have to happen to redirect us or to wake us up or steer us in a different direction. But rising above, you're going to rise above this. Stay focused and keep your thought process on your desired outcome that you want. Okay, send those attentions out there. And the fifth card is emotional sensitivity. Okay, and it says honor and respect your deep sensitivity as it is a gift to us all. Okay, so this woman, this beautiful angel, I should say, she is relaxing in a tree, and she's connecting. She's taking herself to a place of peace. Okay, and that's where we want to go to. When you honor and respect your sensitivity, and some of us are sensitive, and others might say, oh, you're too sensitive, you shouldn't feel that way. Well, no, because that's how you're made. God made you to be sensitive. God made you to connect to your emotions and things like that. So don't doubt or don't worry about who you really are being sensitive, but you don't want to stay in a place of ego. You don't want to stay in a place of sadness or depression or worry or fear. You want to take the sensitivity and know this is who you are. This is your power. This is what makes you you. And this is your connection to the divine. So the divine is telling you certain situations, and you're sensitive to these energies and to these messages, and you don't want to take them as something bad. You want to take them as a blessing. They're messages to you letting you know what's going on, how you're feeling, and by that, it's a gift to us all by you being that way. We need people who are sensitive to energies and feelings and thoughts and the divine. We need people like this to help us to get along to, to where we need to be. But don't take this to an ego level. No, this is one of the gifts that God has given you. So you want to stay, when your emotional sensitivity is a good thing, but don't connect to ego with it. Realize what it is and then act accordingly to make things better. Okay, to make sure that you to grow or to help others in this. You don't want to, because she's here, she's connected, this angel, but she looks as peace. Her eyes are closed and she's smiling. So she recognizes, she knows just how blessed she is, and that is definitely, a gift from God. So now we're on the sixth card. Oh, igniting courage. Oh, this is great. And it says, I am strong, valiant, and courageous. Oh, goodness gracious. This person is on a horse riding, and they got a flag there. Sometimes we think the white flag is surrendering, but maybe you're surrendering your fears and worries and concerns, and you're being courageous and moving forward, charging forward, and knowing that you stand your ground. This is how you make things happen. When we're sensitive in our feelings and getting red flags or anything like that, we know to have courage. And courage is a gift from God. It's one of the many gifts He has bestowed upon us at the time, that we were. By the time we were born, we were babies. By the time that He has given us, before we incarnated in this lifetime, He had given us the gift of courage. And courage is something that we need to open every day if we have to, and use it on ourselves. And of course, then we could pass it on to others. But being courageous, I know every time that I had the courage to speak up or the courage to go and do it, it felt like a load lifted off my shoulders. So go ahead and move forward. Be fearless. Well, when you use courage, when you open the gift of courage and you're fearless, what happens is the universe and God and the angels are behind you. They open the doors. They make things happen for you, but you have to use your courage to go ahead and do this. If you know how much backing you're getting, divine backing, when you are courageous, when you are fearless, if you realize how the divine is supporting this, then it would never be an issue at all. The only time they don't back you is the choice is when you're with ego, when you're afraid, and when you worry and things like that. So go ahead and do that because you're going to rise above. And of course, the 7th card says receive with love and appreciation. And it's, this is, we have this person who looks like there's all kinds of gifts, all kinds of energies that are around them, and their hand is open to receive, wonderful things that are coming their way. And on the card reads, it says, receiving something lovingly from others is a way of showing love. Sometimes we block from receiving. Either we think maybe we're not deserving, or we don't want anybody to bother or fuss over us. But we're supposed to do that. We have to give. And, when we give, we have to give to somebody who's going to receive. We don't want anybody to turn it away. But when we give from a place of love, we want people to openly receive it because we're giving it to them. And it's really, really important because when you receive, I know if I give something to somebody and they receive it and they say how wonderful it is and they loved it, it makes me feel good. They're showing me love, in return. So this is how we really need to think about this. And receive, it could be receiving anything. It's not necessarily a gift. It may be a compliment. Sometimes people compliment says, no, I'm a mess today or something like that. No, you have to receive it. You always say thank you. Thank you, because when you are grateful for anything that anybody gives to you, whether it's a compliment, whether it's a gift, whether it's just being kind, if it's just checking on you, it's just showing you love. But when you show gratitude for that, then you keep that door open to receive abundance, more wonderful things in your life. So if things aren't coming your way, things are being blocked or stopped, really pay attention. Are you open to receive? I have people tell me, yeah, I'm open to receive, but nothing comes. And then I go down this list. Do you allow people to help you? Do you allow people to compliment you? These little things is what blocks you from receiving, and you don't want to do that because receiving is a way of showing love and, of course, gratitude for that. So some of you, start opening yourself up for that. And the last card, the 8th card, is the Queen of Gabriel. Oh, this is great. The Queen of Gabriel. And the card reads, it says, you can do anything right now, exclamation point. Go after what you want, the ability to attract helpful people. Like I was saying before, when we're courageous, the universe backs us up. They support us. They make things happen for us when we go into motion. The same thing here. If you go after what you want, you're going to attract the help, everything that you need. It's just energy, drawn to energy. And that's what's going to happen. You can do anything you want right now. You just have to go ahead and make the move. You just have to make the decision and go ahead forward with that. And you will have the ability to attract helpful people who's going to help you along with the journey. Now, of course, you know that I say if you ask somebody for help and they say no, they're not the right person to help you. So don't dwell on that. Just keep moving forward and doing this. And if you stay focused on what you want, what you want to accomplish, and just take the steps to move forward, the doors are going to go ahead and open. I'm sure a lot of you know this as a fact because you've done this. I know this, and I know a lot of you who do. If some of you are holding back, again, if the courage card here, and we have this, you can do anything right now. Go ahead and just do it. You're being supported by the universe, by God. The ascended masters and the angels, the archangels are all there to support you in everything you want to do in your life. Just go forward. Speak your mind. Be fearless. Be courageous. Make sure you share. Some things you need to keep quiet, and you know who you should share things with and who you shouldn't. Trust your intuition to let you know. A lot of times people just blurt out things. And so, but you want to make sure you share things at the right time or connect to the right people. it's just like sometimes you're thinking about a person you haven't talked to in a long time, and all of a sudden they call you up or send you a text message or whatever. You know, you're drawing the right people to you. When you put that energy out there, you're going to draw them to you. So I'm going to lift this up so I can talk to you for a minute. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it made sense. Put it in your comments if it made sense to you or the cards that you selected. Go ahead and let me know what you have selected. If you just came in late, you might want to watch from the beginning, so this way you can select the card that's right for you. In a few minutes, I'm going to go back to my office. I'm going to come live again because I have the time tonight, and I'll do a general reading. First of all, my normal general reading. So thank you so much. Hello, everybody who popped in. I'm just seeing your comments now because the camera was down. But give me a few minutes to set up in my office, and I'll come to you and do a regular general reading for everyone. And so thank you for popping in. And those who, would like, of course, a personal reading, go ahead to my website, all right? And then ever connect to me, send me a message or whatever, and we could do that. Okay, I'll see you in a few minutes. For those who I won't see in a few minutes, have a great night. Though you're powerful when you're in the knowing, when you have God, the ascendant masters, the angels and archangels behind you, you're powerful, there's no stopping you. So let your love and peace fall down upon the earth. It's so much needed, you have to have it in here. And so go ahead and know that God blesses and loves you, and so do I. So kisses, hugs, loves from me to you. And of course, I wish you all namaste. I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, bye-bye.